Okay, so this is the submarine motor, as you can see, and it's a bit dark in here, the light's full on, but I'm running out of filament, and hopefully I can actually pause this. This is what it's done so far, 70%. It's been at this now about 7.5 hours, but it's quite a high definition model. And there's a problem here because I'm running out of filament at the back, so it comes off a spool, and you can see going into the extruder, which obviously is heated, and filament comes out at 0.2 millimeters in width onto the model. But I'm running out. You actually see the black of the spindle, so hopefully I can actually pause the machine, replace and put a new spool on. This is the software I'm using. It's called well, it's for the MakerBot range of 3D printers, and the actual area you see matches the base plate of the printer itself. So there you can see the Yellow Submarine Motor right in the middle. Decided to do this because it's actually quite a nice shaped object to do. The whole thing measures about 5 inches in length, so it's quite a bulky thing. Okay, here we see some well, finished parts of or pieces of the chess set that I intend to make. The ones on the tray at the back, they're the rejects, but I'm practicing the painting and getting the colouring right on those. So I did at one time paint the Chief Blue Meanie, he's the one on the left, in a gloss varnish. Decided I didn't like it, and then over painted with a matte varnish, which unfortunately left lots of white speckling and traces on the model. So I overcoated that again with gloss, and I've decided now to make them all gloss. There's Max to the right of him, Jeremy, who is still in the throes of painting, needs lots of work doing on the face, and we chose to do the flying glove as the pawn, so there'll be 8 of those on one side. Here we see the kitchen work area. I've rather overtaken quite a part of it. The characters here, they've still got their scaffolding on, which obviously I needed to actually include to be able to support arms, etc. Otherwise, this is only through trial and error. You realise that some things just do not work, so you have to actually put on extra support poles. Lots of Humbrol paints, paint stirrers, brushes galore, complete modelling kit. I've even got a hot knife to actually slice through different parts should I need to. Oh, and I forgot to mention, of course, that the Yellow Submarine Motor was made by my good friend Leslie, aka Chelsea Luludi, so better give her a credit. Okay, well, here's the finished motor. I've taken it off the base plate. You can see that it still has some of the adhesive tape, which actually is taped to a heated tape called Captain tape, which retains the heat and actually keeps the model firmly on the base plate of the printer. This side has not been trimmed up yet. Unfortunately, the trimming is actually quite long, lengthy and involved. This will actually end up being painted as in the original movie and put in a Perspex display case. In fact, my friend had actually built the 3D model in the first place. The supports actually go under the detail that you can see of the pipe work, and what's happened is that unfortunately there's a little middle bit missing there, which is now lying there. So what I plan to do is to try and glue that back. On the top, which was the last bit to be printed, oh, and by the way, I did have enough filament. These haven't printed too well. One should be a sort of a sphere on a post, and another a sort of a pyramid, sort of geometric shape. I plan to actually cut these off and put them back using a modelling clay called Milliput, which is a two-part epoxy putty. So that will get around that. You can see the trimmings here. As I say, that's just off one side, but it takes a long time to get it right, and hopefully not damage the model, which in this case I have. But never mind, it's always it's a learning curve, and you know, we go on.